Day six. All right. So today I did think a little bit about what I wanted to draw first, or what I wanted to draw today. And I think I will draw I don't know, I thought flowers or maybe a person. I'm trying to get on, here we go. YouTube is so hard to search. It says I am not live. How do you find it? Oh, here it is. Awesome. Okay, I had not, for some reason, my phone does not display the chat. Whoop. So I got another phone to try to see if I can watch the chat. All right. Oh, this is yesterday's sketch. We sketched a lot yesterday, but this is the only thing that came out that was good. Okay. So I'm going to do a little zoom in. Well, let me start drawing first. I'll do a zoom in just a minute. Okay, let's do a person. I keep drawing people with animal heads. We could do a person with an animal body. That seems too much. I drew it too low on the page. Okay, let's start nice and high. A little in between. All right. Draw a little balloon, some leg body, some body. I wanted to... Oh, hey, Aiden. Hey, Chaotic Games. Here we go. We got some... Just... Okay. Let's have whoever this is looking heroically off into the distance. And I was thinking about drawing a cape today, and so it could be nice. Maybe this person is a caped crusader. Is that just Batman? Is Batman on a crusade to I don't know, avenge his parents? These eyes are terrible. I'm not feeling inspired. Let's draw the cape. The reason we're all here. Okay. So yeah, the head I think is just in the wrong spot, maybe the wrong size. So no shame in backing out and working on something else until we get to the head. A little embarrassing, but it's not shameful. Are those different? This has been an interesting experiment. I draw every day already, but it's always weird to do something, if you're not used to it, to do something live. So those would be the shoulders, and I've locked those in more or less because the cape is now mostly drawn. The wind is going that way. We'll do, it's kind of wider probably. So something like that, not this one, although I like that line better. Yeah, something like that. And we don't have to draw behind the body, but we know it works. Okay, so if the body is going to be facing like, you know, like this way a little bit, let's do a tiny zoom in. How's that? I think it's, oh, I went too far. Okay. So I think I've rushed into it to try to get something down on the page, and now I am sort of cleaning up that mess. So let's do that. So I'm drawing this like triangle shape or trapezoidal shape, trapezoid prism shape. I don't know. I'm drawing this box, this strange shaped box, to make sure I get the direction of this person's body correct. You can do a trick here where you find the center. Oh man, my center line was off. If you draw an X from circle to circle, from corner to circle, geez. If you draw an X from, all right, let me take a breath. If you draw an X, making lines from corner to corner, then where those, that's the center of the box, even if it's in 3D, of the plane, even if it's in 3D space. And that can be really helpful because now you could, you divide it in half and now you can do that again and find a quarter way up the body. Or, yeah. All right. So now we'll have some hips. Just box those out a bit. And again, some legs. We'll have boxed that out a while. All right. So now we'll do the face. Is that high enough? No. Okay. I just need to make sure I don't rush. There's no need to rush. Some hair on there. Get an ear. Ooh. Top of the ear is where the eyebrows are. I don't know if that's actually exactly true. I think it's actually the eyebrows. Wait. No, I think it might be true. That or the eyebrows are a little bit higher, but it works for me. Okay, yeah, I think you learn that the eyebrows are higher. That actually is the eye, is on the line of the eye. But I found that it doesn't look right in my drawings. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. A drawing is a trick. Unless you're doing like a scientific drawing, you shouldn't be trying to do exactly what's real because it's not going to look real all the time. Well, I'm not saying you should or shouldn't be doing anything, but I should say I don't. I hate noses. It's funny what you like aren't, you'd like, it's not that I'm exactly bad at drawing noses. It's funny what you decide you don't like. I think I've messed this second eye up a lot. Yeah, let's, yeah, there's just too much. This, I think it might even just be this one heavy line that's like messing it up. No, what is wrong with it? Yeah. God, this is terrible. The head was too far. Now it's too far up. I rushed it. I try to always do this kind of rough planning first. I think it's good in a lot of things. It would have been good there. I would have. Oh, don't be smirky. No. You guys are giving me so much trouble. That's fine. There's a lot of different ways you can draw eyes. Sometimes some look better than others on different characters. Especially for a sketch, I don't have very strict. Does anyone here draw or do any kind of art? And if so, what do you draw with? What is your medium of choice? And why is it pencils? I think my other media is digital, drawing tablet. I really enjoy it. I When I am drawing with pencils, I miss the things I can do with the drawing tablet, and when I'm drawing with a drawing tablet, I miss the things I can do with pencils. So I use them both pretty regularly. I find it is, if you're quick with a scan or a print, it can be very nice to move between them. Yeah, I think this arm, let's see if this arm actually looks bad, or if is it this arm that looks bad? Really, I just moved my head and the arms are really uneven. This happens sometimes. I don't have a raised desk like an architect's or a drafting table. And so sometimes my perspective will really, if you see an artist, I used to see this a lot, and I didn't understand what was happening. If you see an artist lifting the page up like this, sometimes that's so they can get let's see what this back look like there. I think like the hand was right. So they can get a look at it from a neutral perspective straight on, so they can see what it actually looks like. Because the page is foreshortened and your brain is doing a lot of work to like give you an idea of what that actually looks like. And sometimes, just like now with those arms for me, I was all the way over here, and it really messed up my perception of what size they were. She is doofy. Okay, that's a lot better. I think this arm is still a little long, the upper arm. Okay. Her shoulder pads back. I feel like I've been seeing shoulder pads around again. Well, I mean, they never went out of style for over-the-top superheroes. So that's what's been keeping them in business, right? All right. Oh, I am working on this cape. I did not know I was off screen. I have it a little higher. I think I'll leave it higher. There we go. Bring up some of these folds, some peaks, some valleys. I don't know where that line came from. And this is underneath, but we'll try that too. And then the underside slightly darker. Yeah, so this is Sketch a Day May. Let me zoom out a little bit. Oh, somewhere in there. And I've been sketching every day in May. I have not been deciding what to sketch beforehand, so these are not prepared. Although that makes me anxious. This is day 6. Today I decided I had been kind of thinking about drawing a cape just right before I sat down. And I thought, let's draw a cape. So then I drew a person. I hadn't drawn a person yet in Sketch a Day May. And then I drew a person, and here we are. I don't know how legs, if it's like, okay. So hips, if you can't tell, I draw circles for basic. It's my favorite shape. Or like, it's circles, but it's theoretical spheres, right? I guess, okay. Trying to find like a line for this. This went from being just someone with a cape to being a guy with a cape to being this superwoman with a cape. So like your thigh is supposed to be the same as a head height. So the thigh would start here. So I'm a little high, but then I know knees are supposed to be slightly off of the line in real life, but I can never remember if they're supposed to be a little higher or a little lower. And then shins are also just supposed to be, well, either the thigh or the shin is supposed to be a little higher or a little lower. I don't remember which. I always think, oh, I'll look it up and then I'll remember. And then either I don't look it up or I don't remember. How would I know? I guess. Okay, a little draw through the hand just to make sure we're getting this. I think we are. Round off the corner. Make it look a little bit more natural. Oh, maybe it's, yeah, I don't know. I also feel like this leg. Oh, here's the knee. And then we'll have the leg kind of come back a little. It's hard, like when someone's standing, you know how to put their feet. When someone's flying, like what do you go, oh man, I should have made them standing. This looks so dumb. Well, they're flying. They're supposed to be, but this back leg is looking ridiculous. Hmm? What is it? Hover? I thought that was pretty pointy. While wearing boots? But I think this leg is just too bent or something. Oh, I wonder if I'm just getting confused because of I haven't drawn the 3D shape of the hips. I've been trying to like preserve these doofy, not doofy in a bad way, but these doofy, oh yeah, look at that. Okay. If that's the center line, I'm making this, I made the back leg, the front leg, which is the perspective on that is just, why would I do that to myself? I can't hear you. What? Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to deal with that before. Which have a gentle, it's the side, it's the knees here. There's the boot. And then no. So when you draw people who are 8 heads tall, which is most superheroes are how they're drawn, you do draw their limbs and usually this part of their body a little bit longer. So I've drawn her limbs longer. I might shorten it up depending on how this one looks. Oh yeah, I've not. This is literally a flat board. I have not drawn her chest at all. She's still drawn. She still has a man's chest. Oh, boots. I was wondering why you used the word taller. Yeah, this is the knee. I'm gonna shorten her front leg. I think I went too far. Okay, here we go. She's starting to look. That's the knee now. This part of the leg is just like knee, straight. This, that. Okay, knee, straight. Yep, and that's behind. Do the boot right on the thick part of the calf. And then, perspective on feet always messes me up. I don't know why. I'm not very practiced at any perspective, but for some reason, man, like, I cannot wrap my head around what the shape of a foot is at any decent angle. I just sort of like, yeah, let me, it's this one, and then like, here we go. Oh, yeah, so I can tell right away that's wrong. Here we go. No, that's not, wait, that, so, okay. A little bit even. Okay. Now down, down. Okay, so that's the basic shape broken down into basic shapes. So let me just do this for the other one and see how it looks. Square. Okay. Oop. That's not bad. I should remember to do that when I'm struggling, because you learn how to do it and then you sort of forget. I don't know why. Now we can sort of correct anything that feels obviously dumb. What happened here? I like messed up already. I'm just gonna literally round off my triangles. What kind of shape is that? Like a ramp with flat edges. I'm gonna call it a ramp. Okay, give the boots a little dimension. That'll help them feel real. There's something off about this one, but I can't figure it out. Is it not? Oh yeah, it was connecting straight to the side of her leg, so it didn't look like it was going around it, and that was like tweaking my brain. Oh.
So you can kind of see where the front of the leaves are.
That's
The front of the leaves.
that's 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 clever.
And I think it just tricks your brain and then I wonder it.
Okay, well the legs have turned out okay. The cape has turned out okay, which it's that's really why I'm here.
I would, so you see what you did where it went down a little bit on the left side? I would do that even more. And but like show a little bit of a curve of the body. Because if she's turned this way, you should see part like that part of that.
Yeah, like it's her. She's strangely proportioned.
Yeah, everything feels a little bit straight and it could be like fairly.
Hmm?
I said everything seems straight and it could be curving around her body. Oh, I think that's happening. Which one of her shoulders is better? Or this one?
Yeah, must be her left one.
You can also do the same thing with her waistband that you do with the boots. You can put like a V crisscross waistband to show where the front of her is. And so there's you can like foreshorten it so that like the side of the even right in her second line. But the midpoint would be like
Yeah, I don't know what you're.
short of the side of the shoulder.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
The waistband.
Yeah, the thing you said.
Yeah, so like if you have like the front, like the waistband of your jeans, if it wasn't a straight line, if it just like went down to a V and like underneath the belly button and then back up. Does that make sense? It like follows the line of the bottom of the sleeve.
she got taller as she went. And she is misproportioned because of it. Not outside the norm of humans in general, but a little bit outside of the norm of humans in general. Not your average human. There we go. Let's make sure she has some muscles. It would be, you don't want superheroes to not have muscles. Although, I guess there's an argument to be made, right? Like, nothing's ever been heavy for Superman. So, does he really even have the chance to build muscle? That's a question. Okay. All right. This is not meant to go into a finished product. Not that this is close. I'm just I'm having to call it somewhere, even though I'm not exactly thrilled with what's gone on here today. Humans are sort of hit or miss for me. I can't hear you. What?
Based on their head and where the head looks, you know, what that looks like the body's too, like, facing us too much. The legs look good with the head. But then, like, the pelvis and the waist and the chest are too facing camera.
Yeah, she's like half face. She was sort of facing us, and then some noise happened over here, and she's looking at actually like a tiny cartoon version of her showed up,
Yeah.
and she's looking at that. Okay, let me actually. Am I? Yeah. Okay. So I'll do a tiny head. I'll do. Let's get one head, two head, five head, six head. She's probably six head. So, oh crap, now I have to fit the whole head in there. I forgot. That's fine. This might be the one where my cartoon version is worse. Okay. With the woman, you go in and pretty hard out. And then the legs are back in. Cartoon boots are really easy. Okay. Arms. She's misproportioned again. It's terrible. My proportional scale is all off today. Next time, before I draw humans, I'll draw some humans to get the yips out.
Yeah, those models too.
Oh yeah. I could bust out my reference. I was thinking I haven't been using references because I usually use my phone for references. And I'm definitely better with references. You should be, right? Like, what am I? There we go. All right. Whoop. All right. There's the cartoon version. All right. Well, tomorrow I will go back to animals. Thanks for stopping in. Catch me tomorrow. Sketch a day, May Day 7 tomorrow. It'll be fun. You never know what you're gonna get. Sketch a day, May. Thanks, bye. I can't turn it off. Oh, yeah.